And good morning, and thank you, the League of Women Voters, for inviting all of us to be here today. Again, I would like to say that I truly am a product of the Palm Beach County School District. Starting out as a student, went to all Palm Beach County schools and graduated. Went off to college and came back to teach in Palm Beach County schools. And people saw something in me, and I moved up to an assistant principal, which was a big deal at the school that I started my career. They said, Miss Andrews, we've got to have you go to another level. And so I was promoted to assistant principal through the interview process. And then I loved that so much, they said, you need to have a bigger scope. We want you over to the district. We need a recruiter. We want a teacher like you. We saw you in the classroom. We know that you can go out and recruit teachers. So I moved over to the district level, and I work in human resources, starting from the bottom, going out to colleges all over the country, starting right here in our state of Florida in Palm Beach County, recruiting locally, state, nationally, and internationally, getting teachers for all of our students in Palm Beach County. And then I had an opportunity to come back and be a principal, because that was something I had never done. So I went through all of the processes and procedures and credentials and interviewed to be a principal. My first principalship was at Belle Glade Middle School. At that time, when you interviewed, you didn't know where you were going as it relates to a principalship. The superintendent had the authority to select someone to fit the school. And I was selected to go over to Belle Glade, and the goal was to turn the school around and make it so much better, academically as well as for discipline, control, positive behavior, working with the community and parents. We did it. And then I went back to the district again, and I was able to go back to human resources because we had a teacher shortage, and they said, we need you back. So I came back to the district, and I moved through the ranks from director all the way to the chief of human resources. And that was a wonderful opportunity for me to work with everybody, to be able to work with the unions, to be able to work with the teachers, to be able to work with the custodians, the maintenance, the kitchen, everybody in the district, and to work with the superintendent to make sure that human resources is just what it says. It's about taking care of the people and making sure that they are ready to do the jobs for our students, because it's truly all about being in the classroom. So having all of those experiences from principal, from teacher, to human resources, and working with the superintendent, I was well-rounded. But I believe I was well-rounded when I started with my education in the Palm Beach County School District and growing up right here. And certainly being a teacher. You're learning in the classroom. You can go to many colleges and do a lot of things. But if you can be a great teacher, impact academic achievement, make students happy, see them successful in their careers, because we want to make sure all of our children are college and career ready, that makes it happen at any other level job that you have in the district. So I was able to be well-rounded within Palm Beach County School District, doing a plethora of many jobs, working on the benefit of students. So I worked for 35 years, and I retired back in 2008. It seems so long ago. But they said, guess what? Go on a few trips and get back in here and help. So I went to my district, which was District 6, the Western region, which includes the Glades region, Wellington, Royal Palm Beach, Loxahatchee, the Acreage, and our 39th city, Westlake. And I wanted to find who needed me. And the Glade says, we need you to help us with our educational processes. For 2 years, I volunteered. And they said, why don't you run for the school board? And I said, well, I know nothing about politics. I'm a teacher, I'm a helper, I'm a supporter to make things work for everyone at every level. But then the board member retired, so it gave me an opportunity to run. Little did I know when I began to see it, my district ran from West Boca Raton all the way to Belle Glade. I said, my goodness, I'm going to be in my car, and I'm going to be driving and driving and driving, and I'll never get home to see my husband of 47 years and my dog Piper. They said, you want to do this? But I said, the children are begging for me, the community is begging for me, and I need to do it. So I did win my first election. It was tight, by 47 votes. Every vote counts. You know that, League of Women Voters. Every vote counts. It was a tight race. And so, you know, I said to myself, gosh, this is what I am meant to be able to stand for children and let the world know we have change. So when I was elected, the first thing I saw is we had some deteriorating schools in the Glades. I came back to my school board and I said, guess what? We cannot have these schools looking like this, serving our children, not giving them the best. I know Palm Beach County. I've been here all my life. I know we have the best of the best, but I'm looking at deplorable conditions in several schools in the Glades. We worked as a team, as a board, and we built 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 brand new schools in Belle Glade. That was and so the community says, we need more. If you want to be elected again, are you looking at our technical school that's been closed for 11 years? I said, you know, I was driving by and I wondered why it was closed down, but I remembered I was in the district when it was closed down and all of the technical schools went to the college. But then I was looking at District 6 and I looked at the Glades region and the unemployment was almost at 40%. And I went to the superintendent and I said, why is this school closed down? We've got to get it open. And certainly working with the superintendent and this board, we opened West Tech again after being closed for 11 years. And now it's serving students and adults. So I want to thank you all for the many sales tax, because now we have $10 million that's going to continue to revitalize, revisit all the areas that need to be upgraded at the school. I want to thank the legislature who gave us $1.4 million and the community that came and rallied around to say, we want this technical school open. Not just for the Glade children, but for all children. Everybody's not going to college. I would like to think everybody wants to go to college, but everybody does not. Some children want the technical area. They want to have a career. And we must make sure, especially in the areas of Palm Beach County that are at risk. So we have opened West Tech. We have about 100 adults graduating in electrical, welding, carpentry, HVAC for the last 5 years. We have students in mechatronics and carpentry during the day from Pahokee High School, Glade Central High School, Everglades Academy, as well as our alternative school. They're coming to West Tech to pick up those technical skills. So that was truly important. And so then I said, we must have educational advisory committees in our communities. Wellington already had one. I began to talk to the superintendent to say, each month they have these meetings, we need to have our area and region leaders there and our principals to talk to the community, to talk to parents. So I began to initiate that, so that we had participation every month. In Royal Palm Beach, we have education advisory boards and committees. I see one of my education advisory committee members sitting right back there. We meet every month. The elected official says, I want to make sure that these advisory committees work with the school board. In the Glades, we have a Tri-Cities Educational Advisory Committee. I go to every last meeting every month, talking to the school district representatives, talking to the elected official, and most of it is broadcast for parents so that they will know what's going on. But most of all, I'm visiting my schools, I'm on the ground, in the supermarkets, in the theaters, and people are stopping to say, are you Miss Andrews? I said, yes, I'm your school board member. I work for you and your children. What can I do for you today? And I want to have a listening ear to make sure that we move education to the next level for all children, to make sure that they are college and career ready. And I thank you for supporting me through the years as far as your representative. Now, just a quickie about this day today. We're in trouble in Tallahassee. I mean, you know, we thought about House Bill 7069 last year. That was awful. It was a bad thing. But now 7055 is like 7069 on steroids. We are in trouble. This board has elected me to be their legislative liaison with the Florida School Boards Association, and I've been working on legislative issues since I was elected back in 2010. And I want to tell you that I'll be in Tallahassee again next week, and I've been there off and on every year working on legislative issues. And this legislative body that we have in Tallahassee needs an ear and a listening tone from everybody. League of Women Voters, we need you. We need you on the bus traveling to Tallahassee. I'm willing to ride with you because we've got to make sure that we let this legislature know that we will not stand for the things that's happening. I must say, we have a wonderful legislative delegation in Palm Beach County. I'm now running around the halls of Tallahassee and the Capitol looking for those Republicans from these other districts so that I can whisper in their ear to tell them, please vote this down. It hurts our children, it hurts our schools, and it hurts our local school boards. We need to have the autonomy necessary to make the decisions that's best for us.